Hello and welcome back to another Weather Outlook video. My name is Landon, and this is my channel. Duh. LOL. So, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Also like this video and comment down below what you think I should add, what you think I should do differently. Just give your opinion. I will be looking at those in the future, and I will change stuff that you think I should be changing. Also, share these videos. Share these videos with people that you think would like weather-related content. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so today what I'm going to be talking about is today's into tomorrow morning severe weather, tomorrow night severe weather, and Saturday severe weather. 3 straight days of severe weather. And also there could be some severe weather on Sunday, but I can't check that right now. It'll be tomorrow when I check it. We'll show you what they're expecting. So, also, funny story. Not really funny. I mean, it's not going to hit anything, but except for Bermuda. But if it becomes the strength that they're... So, I think hurricane season's in, like... Let's look. So, hurricane season's in... Sorry, I'm doing the math. So, hurricane season is in... I think around 18 days. 18 days hurricane season is. 18 days before hurricane season, and they're thinking that we'll already have a tropical storm. It may not reach the tropical storm, but it could be a tropical depression. So we will take a look at that. But let's get into today, tomorrow's, and Saturday's severe weather. So, today we have an enhanced risk issued, we have a slight risk issued for tomorrow, and as of right now, we have a marginal risk issued for Saturday. Let's take a look at day 1. Now, we already have storms popping off in that enhanced risk area. We also have severe thunderstorm warnings and the slight risk to the south of I-20. Which is in Texas, which is that highway that I think connects Dallas with El Paso. So, connects now. It's the highway between Dallas and El Paso. We have that enhanced risk. Severe thunderstorms with primary threats of scattered damaging winds and large hail are expected this afternoon into evening across parts of western Texas and West Texas and western Oklahoma. Also, you have that slight risk up in Nebraska. Nebraska won't have any tornadoes, they'll just have maybe some hail and wind. But in the enhanced risk, we have that chance for a tornado or two. I'm not thinking there'll be a big tornado. I don't think there'll be strong tornadoes. I think if we do, there'll be E of 0 and E of 1. But we can't rule out the possibility of a strong tornado. So we'll take a look at those tornado parameters. They're 2%. Earlier today, when I was going to record this video, they were 5%. But they're at 2%. Now, which isn't high. Now, I say that loosely because, we do not have the shear in the atmosphere like we had on Easter Sunday, but we do have that humidity, that instability, and that energy that can make tornadoes. And tornadoes can still use off of low shear, but it's not the primary threat. It's like a Torcon 2 in these areas. So, hail is a big threat. It is a hatched 30%. That's the highest hail prediction, which is significant. So, a hatched or significant risk. That means that you could see 2-inch in diameter or larger hail. Now that is big hail, like big hail. But, so that is the biggest probability of hail. Now, we also have that wind threat. That's not wind. It is a 30%, which is also significant. Not significant in a way, but it is significant when you're a weather reporter. So that's today's. We'll go into tomorrow's. I'm sorry, it's really loud here. So if you hear the screaming, just block it out. So tomorrow's is a slight risk. Not very high, but it does have that potential for wind, for hail, and the tornado threat for tomorrow is much higher than from today. We have isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms will be possible from portions of the southern central plains into the mid-Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, and lower Great Lakes on Thursday. So you can see where the slight risk is, and it is in that yellow. Just stay weather aware if you're in any of these areas for today, tomorrow, and on Saturday. The tornado threat for tomorrow is 5%. So it is high. Now that may not seem high to you because, it goes all the way up to 60%. But you could have those strong to severe tornadoes. You could have an EF1 in these areas. Not saying that it will happen. Don't take it like it'll happen, because it may not. But I'm just saying that you have that energy and instability, and the shear up there is much stronger. So, but wind and hail are the primary threats. Hail is a 15% in that yellow, and wind is a 15% in that yellow. We'll go on to day 3, categorical. So we can't look at the tornado, wind, and hail threat. We can look at what they're predicting it'll be, but we can't look at what it'll be. So we have those marginal risks. I'm pretty sure that'll be upgraded at least to an enhanced risk, if not or at least to a slight risk, if not enhanced risk. You can see, and I'm talking about the southern plains. I'm not talking about New York, in the New England area. I'm talking about the southern plains. So we'll look at the probabilistics. I'm pretty sure right now it is a 5%, but I'm pretty sure that'll get higher into a 15 to even 30% in the lower plains. So there's your outlooks. Now let's go on to the radar, and then we'll go on to our hurricane, not a hurricane, our tropical depression that could be forming 17 days or 18 days before hurricane season. Okay, so we did just have a storm that rolled right here. You can see where it was. It was right there. It was severe. That has gone down tremendously because it's going into much stable, more air. So you'll get rains in these storms and maybe some pea-sized hail, but this is really the cutoff right here for severe thunderstorms. Now these are the storms that we're watching, especially the ones in the front, because if you're a severe weather enthusiast, you know why. Because the front storms always get the most energy. That one. And especially that one. Because the energy you have like right here. Now on those back storms, don't look at that. Do not look at that tornado sign. That means that storm is capable, but it's not even tornado warned. It's not even severe thunderstorm warned. So I'm not predicting that'll become a tornado. Do not look at that tornado sign. It's just saying that there could be one. Not on the ground, but there could be some rotation within that storm. So these ones have the most potential for producing tornadoes, for becoming tornado warned, for producing mesocyclones, for having that strength to become a tornado warned. Now, not saying that it will happen, but these storms are all headed where those tornadoes could be, especially this front one. Now, these storms down here, I think, will mainly go north, but then I think they'll take a shift south and head towards Dallas. Because it'll become, because there's like a cold front up here, and I think it's pushing that way, and so, well, of course it's pushing that way. That's the way cold fronts go. So, we do have 5 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 flash flood warning. The flash flood warning is in Pecos, Texas. The severe thunderstorm warnings are in Pecos County. Those are overlapping each other, so one of them's going to be canceled here in a second. Texas, Crane, Ector, Ward, and Winkler County, Crosby, Dickens, Floyd, and Motley County, Crosby, Floyd, Lubbock, and Motley County. So, these top 2 warnings are the ones up here, and this is a Pecos County storm, and this is that Crane, Ector, Ward, and Winkler, whatever county storm. So these do have chances of producing large hail, damaging winds, and that front one, and all of these have chances of producing tornadoes, especially the ones to the north, but I'm not going to say they are. Now, that doesn't mean they won't, but you guys know what the word I'm looking for. So now what we'll look at is that chance for a tropical depression. I will have to show you on future view. So, the tropical depression, you can see that rain south of Florida. That'll start to spin with an area of low pressure that is forming. And you can see those yellows, the reds, yellows, reds. I think it'll take a little while. And then eventually that low pressure will form. You can see where it's at. And then it gets more organized and it moves north. It'll probably pass right over Bermuda. Oh shoot. It's not taking the track it was earlier. It'll head kind of northwest and then a northeast and then a eastern pattern. So I'm not expecting it will make. I don't think it'll make landfall. I don't think there'll be rain with this in like the Carolinas, but I'm not thinking it'll do much but rain. So now what we'll look at. Now what we'll look at is the future view for these storms today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. So this was this morning. We had rain come through Oklahoma, Texas. We had that storms that pushed through Texas yesterday, moving into Louisiana, Mississippi area. And then you can start to see, this is around now, so you can kind of see the storms forming. They get big, they do their thing, and then they die. Just like that. So, now we're looking at into tomorrow's storms. You can kind of see where they'll be at. You can kind of see that big bulge of rain. They get big, they do their thing, and then they die. And now we're into the Saturday storms. So we do have the storm chances up in the New England area, but see the storms in the southern plains? They get big. Now, it's still dark green into yellow shades, so they're still huge. And you can kind of see that tropical depression is starting to form. I'm not calling it a tropical depression. I think it'll become a tropical depression, but I don't think it'll become our first named storm. And it will not reach hurricane status. I'm just going to put that out there now. It is not going to have the intensity to reach hurricane status. These are Saturday storms. And they get big. They get severe probably. And then they kind of just die out. So there's your storms. Now I'm going to take a look at my forecasted opinion on today's storms. So this was my area for today's storms. This was back Friday, I think. Or no, Monday, I think. No, I put this out there like Saturday. Saturday. So this was my prediction on Saturday. Things have changed. This was my enhanced risk. This area was my enhanced risk. This was my slight risk, and this was my marginal. Now, this is today. This is what I did today. Let's look at them. Now, I know it looks different. Don't make fun of me for it. This is now my enhanced risk. It's smaller. And I think, actually, it's moved more west. This is my slight risk. This is my marginal risk. I think everything's moved more west. So, yeah. Now what we'll go to, I've showed you the radar. I've showed you everything. We'll go to temperatures and then... So, temperatures for today. Today's... So, right now, temperatures across the U.S. are in the... Sorry, this is your Cape values for today. The Cape values are into the 2,000s to 3,000s in western, central, and kind of central Oklahoma areas. Now, if we do have a tornado, it'll be because the Cape breaks. Now, what that means is that temperatures get warmer than the Cape level aloft. So, if that does happen, that allows for the chance of tornadoes. But I don't think that'll happen. We'll kind of look at parameters right now. It is showing that it has... I'll have to look on pivotal weather. I'm not so good. Here, sorry about that. So, here was today's humidity levels. Humidity levels were, sticky gross. Sorry. We'll go to temperatures today. Were kind of high. I mean, we had that cold snap that hit almost all of America. It was so cold. Here in Oklahoma, it was 44 degrees yesterday. It was cold. And so, we'll look at tornado, we'll look at So, Cape has not broke, which is good. That's a good thing. So, Cape has not broke there. I don't think Cape has broke there. Cape hasn't broke here. So, it's warmer up aloft than it is to the south. To the south. To the surface, which is good. That is good. That is good. That is what we want. So, I'm going to leave you off with looking at wind shear. So, this is wind shear. So, winds aren't very high up in the atmosphere. This is around 500 millibars, so this is actually pretty close to the surface. The southerly winds through Texas and Oklahoma today were busting. Everything has calmed down, but Sorry. It's still those southerly winds. We do not have that high ridge, that pressure of, I will show you. I will just go onto a map, I will take a picture, and I will draw. So basically, what's going on is that we have that low pressure system. So basically, what's going on is we have that low pressure and that ridge. So since the... Why is this so small? So this is the jet stream. Sorry, it's weird. We have those southerly winds. Now, since the jet stream is more north, that down here is not... Still, like I said, I could have those tornadoes, but it's not large. So, I'm going to leave you off with that. I will leave it off on the radar one last time. So, here's the radar. Actually, I'll just do this. Sorry, you're looking at all my apps. Don't make fun of me. Just play. So I will leave you off. We do have that severe thunderstorm watch issued. But here's the radar into today's storm sections. Like I always say, stay safe, stay weather aware. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out.